walk over to Geraldo. I'm like, can I talk with you for just a second?
You can talk to me right here.
No.
I'm quite comfortable. He spreads his legs.
Oh my god. This is
Again,
Look, man, we're all bros here.
Listen,
You got
I have
something
no
to say.
intention. No, listen. I have no intention of doing anything to anybody on the ship. My first and number one priority is, since, as you might have all known, you have been directly involved with the Black Sun. I'll point to Geraldo, you, more than ever, but however, everybody on this ship has basically a mark on their head, and they should be coming at any time. I am simply here to, if that time arises, to offer protection and capture anybody who wishes to impose harm, who works with the Black Sun on the ship or anybody within it. Just think of me as a bodyguard of some sorts.
That's bullshit. You know I think the Imperials sent him to spy on us.
Why would I be sent to spy
really
on you?
Look, everybody
I
on
think
the ship.
Tatooine is that way.
Everybody on this ship is a man of questionable past.
Okay. Still, my work does not concern anybody who, I'm not, my job is not to arrest petty criminals. I focus on, more pressing matters.
Yes, more pressing matters. How many of you can play instruments?
The martial
I
arts
dabble.
I'd raise my hand. A bit.
So Trog, as you guys Jakar, as you guys are cruising along here, you suddenly see a light starts flashing on your console, and you look out to your right, and you see two ships quickly dropping out of hyperspace, and they're coming straight towards you on an intercept course.
I'll make a computer's check to try to scan the two vessels. 1 success and 4 advantage.
Alright, perception, baby.
Okay, so you see a couple, what appears to be Z95 headhunters coming in, and they dropped out of warp just before you there. You see them turning now, and they're making what appears to be an attack intercept. They're slowly turning towards you, and they're coming in at attack speed.
Can Mr. Max suggest that we try to hail them?
Okay, you can, yep.
Yeah, let's hail them. I'll hail them. I'm at the communications.
I'm gonna assume my defensive flight maneuvers and shit.
Okay, so
Just try to keep him up.
you guys throw a friendly hail out towards them, and they're having none of it.
Yeah.
They dropped out of hyperspace. You guys, literally right on you guys. You can see them stop, or not stop, but as they came to attack speed, they turned. They're turning towards you. They're coming in. You guys see them on an attack vector. We have 3 PCs that can act first.
If it's okay, can I go first? Yeah, there's no maneuver I want to do. My maneuver is, can I take aim? That's cool, right?
Yep.
Alright, so I take aim on one of the ships. And for my action, I would like to... Wait, so... Oh wait, yeah, alright. I will want to do... Oh yeah, I can't do that because our ship's too small. But I'm just going to do a standard shot.
Okay, you're shooting blindly at them. You haven't even addressed them. You've attempted to address them. They haven't responded. But you are going to shoot.
I see it. I'd say so.
Wash.
That one's absolutely cocked. No, everything cancels each other out. I see him coming in, and I immediately. Oh wait, I didn't roll my
Warning shots.
No, I didn't roll my boost for taking aim earlier.
Whew, you did it.
So I do shoot him. I shoot him for 1 advantage, and my advantage is that I give a boost to the next person.
So
Did
you're
you take
on,
the first slot?
Are you in the dorsal gun or the ventral? You're top or bottom?
I'm top probably. I'd say.
Oh, so top is ventral, correct?
Ventral.
So you're on this top gun right here. You're blasting at them.
Actually, top is dorsal, but alright.
Okay, then I'm dorsal. I gave them 7. So I hit for 7, and some of their hull is going to soak that up, and their armor. They do have shields.
No, you have to roll black dice.
Yep.
Add a black.
I have to roll a black die. Well, shit, I missed them.
You have
I
an
hit
advantage,
them,
though.
but their shield fizzles and soaked up all the damage. So, my advantage is I'm gonna give a boost because I distracted the ships that they broke from formation, which would give a opportunity to the next person to do something.
Yeah. So you can see them. They roll. They break, and they roll, starting to roll off. Okay, so your guns, your initial shots fire out, hitting this guy here. He spins off and begins making a right bank and dropping down lower, and the other one begins pulling forward as well. And who's up next? So Krell was first, and who's next?
I guess the pilot will go. I'll try to line up a shot with the ventral turret and attempt to pick up a bit of speed.
Purple.
Sweet. 3 advantage, 3 success.
Oh, 2 success.
That is my bad.
Did you forget your boost?
Oh,
Yeah, you had a boost.
Well, that's a hell of a pilot.
It's
And
alright.
an extra success and advantage. So 4 advantage, 3 success.
4 advantage is enough to make something pretty good narratively happen, I suppose.
So how about he does this thing where like they were flying towards us, and we like kind of like flip a bitch, but also rotate on the x-axis, and we've got 2 firing arcs for the ships.
I'll line them up for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which does what? So what's the speed of the Zeds?
They're 4 right now.
Right now they're 4, and he bumped up to 4, so there's no penalty for speed.
Okay, so we're matched.
Okay, so as you guys can see, the Night Sister, she rocks up under her side there and begins turning straight towards them, giving both gunners a chance.
Alright, so I guess I'll take a pop shot.
Do it. Do it.
Actually, are those markings actually on the ship?
You can give me a perception check on those.
3 advantage.
Okay, they seem familiar, but with all the flashing and explosions around you, you can't quite put your finger on where you've seen this before. Okay, so Trog, we have to resolve Trog shot. Trog, hit for 1 plus the base of the weapons.
He hit for 1 advantage plus base of weapons.
One success.
1 success.
Oh yeah, 1 success. So 7 damage on them, but did he roll the setback right?
Did you roll a black dice, Trog? For their shields?
I don't think so.
Okay, just
Here.
roll that one. Don't roll it? Oh, fail.
Fail.
Alright, so he misses.
No, we'll say the shot hits again, though.
But the shield
Yeah, the shot blasts out, hits.
kills.
Okay, so this headhunter here, he rolls off, breaking to the left. And now we're going to have the first one turns and makes his attack. So this one here now moves in closer. He is making a average check. Go ahead and roll that, pink guy. His average with his gunnery is 2 yellow and 1 green.
So 2 threat.
There's only 1 threat.
And a success. So their stats, which one hit us, the cannon or the missile launcher, would you say?
Whichever you decide. It's this guy right here.
I feel like he'd use the cannon.
Okay.
So that's 6 damage, because that's our shield, and our armor's 4 of that, and we take 2 points of hull damage.
Okay, so you guys feel the ship shudder and shake as you're getting smoked by this cannon. This old girl,
And,
she hasn't seen battle for a while. You can feel the bolts and the hull plating shifting under the pressure.
Well, is that the end of their turn?
Yeah, PC slot.
Well, I'm taking it and I'm gonna do an astrogation check to start plotting in coordinates to a cache.
Wait, we're abandoning the battle?
Well, no, just in case. Just had the coordinates ready.
Yep.
Oh,
With the shaking and the jostling of the ship there, you're panicking and you're not getting the information correct. You have a set of codes comes up. You feel it's right, but an error starts flashing, and there obviously you got a few systems that you're running into that you're going to be hitting a few planets, so you know that can't be correct. But you do feel that you have the advantage now to get it set correctly, so you get a boost dice on your next attempt. Now we go back to the second NPC who begins his shots.
Alright, well this one is going to... This is this guy on the left?
Yes.
Yeah, so the guy on the left, he's
Roll
gonna
chance for that.
Yeah, let's do that, that's fun. Red for missiles, blue for cannon.
Sure.
Red, so he's gonna be shooting some missiles.
So you guys see two missiles drop off the side of the ship there, and they begin screaming towards you, leaving a smoke trail behind them.
Wolf.
2 success. And 2 disadvantage or threat.
So the ship takes 2 strain as it fires these 2 missiles that begin screaming in towards you, and you hear them smash against the hull of the night system.
Okay, so they hit us for 8, and we have 4 in armor. So we are going to take 4.
Okay, at this
So
point,
5
I
out of
think
25 hull.
the speed is moving fast enough that you guys have overshot each other at this point. So they scream past you.
I'll take that last
Better
So
be
the-
a mechanics check somewhere.
So they just come screaming past you guys now. You guys have overshot each other.
Oh, guys, by the way, I made a dumb mistake, and the missiles have breach 4, so we actually are at 9 out of 25.
So they go through the hull.
You feel the ship fucking rock.
Wow.
Alright, Riker, we come over comms, be like, alright guys, keep these fuckers off me. Focus on one at a time.
At this point here, as Geraldo's trying to make those communications, the Wookiee gets up on his face. He's all frantic. He's waving his arms around, right in Geraldo's face.
Geraldo immediately just turns and backhands the Wookiee.
He
Get out of my face. This isn't the time for it.
He totally stares blankly, just dumbfounded that you hit him in the face.
He moves over to the comms and he pulls it off. And he speaks into it. I'm going to do a leadership check. All right, everybody. Well, you know, this is our first time voyaging together, but I know that we're a capable crew. I know that you all have it in you. Just let yourself move with the beat that pulses through each of us.
Alright, I call giving stripper boy stripper. Aldemar will get faggot. Trog will get badass.
Wow. Just wow.
So as you're talking over the comms there, you're trying to send out the encouraging words, but just then the missiles strike the hull and the explosion rocks everything and drowning out anything you're saying, and sparks begin flying from everything around you.
I hate sparks.
They ruined my outfit.
I hate sparks. They're coarse, rough, irritating. Get everywhere.
Penetrate
everywhere.
everywhere.
Okay, so the 2 ships, they scream past you guys now.
Would I be able to hit them? Are they...
Yeah, you should be able to.
Alright, he's gonna stay at the angle. Yep, that'd be 2 is an average with the black. Fuck. So 2 advantage total. And
Pass it on over to Trog.
yeah, pass a boost to Trog.
Okay, so as they're screaming past you so fast, your shots shoot out past as they're rolling and spinning out of the way here. and your shots are cutting right past their wings but missing ultimately.
All right,
That's
so
two.
success, 2 advantage, and a triumph.
Do you want to crit? Is that your triumph?
Well, no, I
oh,
didn't. I didn't succeed,
Yeah, you did. Success counts as a triumph.
but not if you don't get.
No, triumph is still a success. It's 1
Yeah.
star.
Okay.
So they're both losing powers to their shields. So we'll say that they negate their black dice. So you see
Okay.
blue sparks go across their wings and stuff as their shields are let
And
down.
I pass a blue die to to the next guy.
What are you doing,
okay.
dude?
I'll just.
You a mechanic?
No. I'm going to basically run up to the pilots. I don't know how many maneuvers that would be. It looks like it's already. And who's at the pilot's seat right now? We've got Flint, Riker. Crap. I'm going to walk up to Riker and say, I can't for some help if you'd like.
Wait, what is it?
If you don't think you can handle this, I can ask for some help and they could be here shortly.
Do I look like the kind of person to ask for help from Imperials? I don't think
no,
so.
I'm asking you if you need help. You don't have to ask.
I'm asking you, do I look like that kind of guy?
Does it look like we're taking that much damage?
Yeah, you guys are getting hit pretty good.
Yeah, we're not great.
Yeah, I'm just gonna point to the console. I'll send a word, and then I guess I'll start activating the the transponder codes.
We got a Wookiee on this ship. Do you really want to bring the Imperials out here?
I just gestured back towards the console with all like the just it's your funeral, but since I'm on this ship and I don't want to die at that.
I'm gonna go into Kashyyyk. With said Wookiee.
Chances are, if he's been on Tatooine that long, I don't think we can.
So Borden, you have activated your transponder communication?
Yeah.
Okay. So that signal is sent. You guys are broadcasting. Tiki's up.
So, fighter plate.
Okay, I just
What are
want to
we
point out, Tiki, with your boost dice last time looking, as these ships go screaming by, you clearly see the black sun symbol on their sides of their wings.
Alrighty then, looks like we got ourselves a fight. So, I'd go ahead and call over comms. What are we doing, crew? Fight or flight? Am I getting out of here or am I getting attack position?
Get into attack position. We aren't backing down from a fight.
Alright, I'd fucking try to do a fancy little flip, get this ship around and on their tails instead of them on us.
Okay, so you're attempting to gain the advantage, correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's all figured out. So he's rolling this for gain the advantage. Stay on targets and maneuvers or whatever.
You got her. You got her.
Straight.
So as you can see now, the Night Sister has done a full barrel roll and ridded herself and has turned back onto the backside of these guys.
So these two guys are gonna be like, you're gonna see as soon as they realize that you're on their ass, they're gonna start doing some crazy barrel rolls, twisting and turning to try to get away from you. They're both gonna be taking evasive maneuvers.
Okay.
So they nullified you staying on target.
So that also gives them a black dice though in their attack, correct?
Correct.
But they are going to roll their piloting skills to see if they can turn their ships around and come out full arc all the way around you and see if they can come on a side shot on you. See if he succeeds. He does. So this guy here now begins breaking off. Okay, so he rolls around. And he's now coming in sideways on you guys. But that was his piloting skill to get into position. He doesn't actually get to take a shot. So he's coming arcing around on you guys.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Since it was like a risky maneuver, he had to take an action on it. Makes sense.
Yeah, he totally did a full arc all the way around. And that was his piloting skill to break you guys, break your stand target. gain the or for him to gain now. Now he's in firing position on the next turn.
Yeah, I like that.
This guy here is going to do a full turn barrel roll up, same roll. He succeeds. So he does you guys gain the spot here. As quick as you feel you have position on them, they take these ships. And so this guy here, this headhunter here, breaks up and goes straight up. Breaks out of your guys' line of sight.
Can I provide any? I'm not really good at combat. Can I
Engineer.
provide
Dude, you can be our engineer.
I'm not really great at engineer either.
Well, you have good intelligence.
What's your intelligence?
Essentially, I see C-3PO standing there as the ship's getting rocked, kind of dancing back and forth. Oh my! You know, I think
Exactly what I would say. Oh!
'Cause if you have like good computers, you can attempt to jam them.
Not really.
You do succeed with 3 threat. So who do you want to help out?
Let's help the gunner.
They're coming around. Shoot him, Dogface.
Geraldo will pick up the comms once more, and he'll speak over, and he'll say, "He's right, and their shields appear to be down. This is your chance. Blast them out of the space." Do we all get an advantage for some reason?
No,
3
I have
success,
one.
1 advantage.
What are you doing, Board?
Okay, as a side note, as you guys are sitting here, you guys hear a scream of a secondary group of ships coming in. And also you see green laser fire erupt, starts blasting the headhunters. As you look over your shoulder, you're like, what the hell? A bunch of TIE fighters come flying and they're like rolling in and they're screaming by and they're blasting green laser fire, shooting at the headhunters.
Yeah, well, if they're breaking off, or if the headhunters are breaking off of us, I'm breaking off and letting the fucking Imperials die.
I walk up and I'm like, I said we could have took him. We didn't need help.
Are you guys doing astrogation? Are you getting the hell out of there? Or are you staying involved in this fight? Are we breaking initiative?
I think we're breaking initiative.
Okay,
Breaking
so
initiative, get the hell out.
you guys give me an astrogation check then.
You failed twice. Oh my god, please.
And then I just look at Board and I'm like,
You guys still failed. Okay, Science Rat, you're off the astrogation. Get out of there. Yank him out from the computer console.
You need to go calm your nerves.
Krell is obviously angry, not because the fight was interrupted, but because we gave these men death without honor. Because that was not a fair fight. And I'm like, the fucking Imperials, always looking for an easy way out. Never changes.
Wacker would speak on Overcom. Wasn't fair to begin with. It's 2 versus 1.
Geraldo just walks past Lumpy like he's not even there.
We can handle them, and I don't want to get involved with any Imperials.
So,
he
someone
hears
else
the
give me
voices
a
of the
second
rest of the
chance,
crew.
huh?
He starts to recur his normal strut.
You know, I've fought in rebellions before, and I'm not afraid to do it again. And I will take down every last Imperial scum with me if I have to.
Alright,
Enough
Science,
arguing,
get
all
out
of you.
Get out of the seat.
We're a crew. We're a team. We're family. We're all
I
living
don't-
here together. Shut your mouth, Krell.
I don't work with fucking
Don't be a
imps.
fucking pussy.
Science Rat, get out of my way. I'll show you how to astrogate out of a damn system.
Yes, whoever can do it better, take the place. I'll have you know, we were this. And Geraldo holds up his hand. He holds up his hand and he shows like this little sliver between his index and thumb.
Alright,
We're
punch
this
it.
close to blasting.
4 success, 1 advantage. Punch it.
Everything screeches around you. You see everything pull back as you guys jump into hyperspace, leaving the battle far behind you.
Welcome.
I'm gonna look at Krell after he says that last thing. I'm just gonna say, are you finished? Because I honestly don't care.
And when he says that, Geraldo, you see me slowly fucking reaching for my shoulder. But
See your shoulder?
Geraldo will immediately turn
to grab a fucking...
He'll turn to Borden. Look, I have only one question. I understand that you are a marshal. Are you an imperial? Flat out. Do you serve the Emperor?
I used to, and then I chose this position instead.
Nonsense, he's on their payroll. He's accepting their credits. They're all the same.
Credits? Did somebody say credits? Riker speaks up from over the pilot seat.
So you
Mentioning
chose
this,
to
laughing.
leave the Empire and have become merely a representative of the law. Is that what you were saying?
Soldiers fight wars. I fight criminals, and that's the way I see it, really. Except, well, a lot of the Empire's forces on domestic issues usually relegate to imposing taxes and, I guess, drugs. I have attempted to acquire a position that allows me to, I guess, have purpose and follow my only purpose. Any other questions?
So you choose to enforce Imperial law, then? Is that correct?
I didn't choose to enforce any law. Listen, I don't know if you've grown up, and I don't know anything about your connections with the Black Sun. But I'm guessing you're not the kind of guy who walks around, murders, cuts throats, and enslaves others. And if
Yeah, he's not your
person-
employers.
So you don't enforce the law as much as you do your morals.
If the morals match with the law, then yes. But if some law is forgotten in the process of of me looking around and some details are missed, then I don't see the problem. My job is to apprehend dangerous
So then you're
criminals.
just a glorified bounty hunter, then?
He's a bounty hunter on an Imperial payroll.
Call me what you want. I don't care. Are you finished? Because I am tired.
Geraldo will look to Krell. You can leave. And then
What
he'll
do you-
turn and he'll look to Krell.
What's the implication?
The implication is that it's exactly what I said. He's a glorified bounty hunter. He doesn't care whether or not it's the Empire's laws or if it's the Hutt's laws, so long as he enforces the law and keeps things orderly. Can you
Okay.
appreciate that?
I appreciate that, but what I do not appreciate is us getting roped in with Imperial affairs. I do not want the Imperials bailing me out of a fight.
Would you rather die?
I would rather die with honor than live to be a coward.
You would rather die and have all of us be dragged with you then?
Look, we had that battle. We were not going to.
Answer me. Answer me. Yes or no? Yes or no?
That's a loaded question, ain't it?
Yes, it is. But there's an easy answer. And there's only one answer that matters.
Look, but in that particular instance, the speaking. Look, if
Don't
our
try to
life was
worm
on the
your way
line,
out
we
of
were
it,
about.
coward. Yes or no?
I don't have to talk my way out of this.
You're trying. It's
Yeah.
only two answers, yes or no. Would you drag us all to our deaths because of your preferences for an honorable one?
Depends on the situation, really.
The situation was that we were about to die. Our
Uh.
ship is in pieces.
It's a little banged up, but there's nothing we cannot handle.
Geraldo will point over your shoulder to the system. Really? Because that looks like some glaring red klaxons right there.
Okay.
Yes or no? Would
I
you drag us all to our...
suppose not, but
There, it's settled then. He's with us.
look. No, Geraldo, I want you to listen to me. Listen to me, though. Yeah, I want to finish my point. I'm saying, I know you agree. I know deep down you agree that the Imperial are scum, and I just don't want to associate them. I thought we were a crew of ragtag smugglers and hired guns, dancers even. I just do not want to be bound by the law of the Imperials. Shit.
We're
I
not
keep
a crew,
looking.
we're a band. What are you talking about? He puts his hand on Krell's shoulder, and he looks him in the eyes. I thought you were going to be my bassist, Krell.
Look, I'll be your bassist, but I'm no Imperial bassist.
And your close friend Riker was going to be the drummer.
I heard my name.
And you know what? That's right. You're going to be our kicking drummer. And you know what? Even the Marshal, I bet he can blast a sweet sax beat.
Riker, I got a question for you. Do you want to be associated with Imperial scum?
Depends on the amount of credits I received.
There you go. See, I'm willing to dance for a Grand Moff.
For the Emperor?
I'll shake your friend Riker there. He'll shake his hips if they pay him enough.
My loyalty lies in
He'll do it if the laws say that he has to. If the Grand Moff asks him to, he'll shake his hips.
I guess then we have a different point of view. That's okay.
Mr. Borden decides his obligations go directly against ours or our interests, then he can go. And that's the moment we stop working with him.
I just don't like Imperials crawling around our business. That's the
neither do I.
Concerns. I don't like seeing the Imperials. They've locked people. They've killed people for far less.
This ship, the Night Sister, is not a safe space. You can leave if you feel uncomfortable. The airlock is that way.
Riker just busts out laughing from the pilot seat.
Okay, so what's everyone else doing over here in the other parts of the ship?
He'll probably come in this room and he'll sit down like on a crate if this is a crate, but he'll just stay in here.
And 45, what you doing?
Well, I'm gonna play that. What's that space chess game?
You want a game of hollow chess?
Yes, yeah, with the Wookiee.
Okay, you go.
We're gonna
Dijar,
talk about. I'm
it's
gonna
not
ask him some questions about.
It's not actually on here at this point, but you can play just a friendly game of whichever. But ultimately, you guys are playing a game together, and what's your question? The Wookiee is, he's all ears. He seems like a delinquent young, but...
I just want to ask him, just kind of friendly, just talking to him, and ask him,
So, Wookiee, do you have family on Kashyyyk?
So essentially what he tells you with that... So essentially what he says with that is that he's of a noble family that lives in the deeper parts of Kashyyyk, in the forested areas and the mountainous areas. Very, very little Imperial presence, if none.
I'm very sure they miss you. Is that who you're gonna go and visit? Your family?
So his family is... He feels bashful, but his family's actually is the chief and chieftain's wife of the village. He's actually the chieftain's son.
If you're the prince of Kashyyyk, why did you leave? Why did you leave Kashyyyk?
He's not the prince of Kashyyyk. He is the son of a noble of a chieftain of a village. Hardly royalty on Kashyyyk. But yes, he is a higher stature in his village. I left because I wanted to see the world. I didn't want to be part of this Imperial stuff. I found a way off the planet, I escaped, and I was able to make way, and I feel it's time to return and help my family.
Well, that's good. Nothing is more important than family. All I have is Jakarar and this motley crew aboard the Night Sister.
And why was I hit?
The crew sometimes have arguments and misunderstandings. I'm sure it was a misunderstanding. We don't trust people very well, and trust has to be earned, not given. But by playing this game and talking to me, I hope we can learn to trust each other, and maybe you could be part of our family.
Well, I am thankful for your giving me a ride back. Although it's been rough from the start, no one would take me on. No one has no desire to travel to Kashyyyk. I'm grateful that you guys are willing to do so. But may I ask, 2,000 credits is... Nobody would even look at me. Why would your crew take that?
As you can see, this ship isn't exactly a high-class freight liner. We could use the money to fix the ship, and we're currently
And some
looking
sparks
for a job.
like fly from overhead.
It's ass, cash, or grass.
Yes,
We're
well,
looking.
in our village, we have a technician. He is the best amongst the Wookiees, and he'll be able to bring this ship up to its tip-top shape. I'm sure we'll be able to give you a little more than what I can offer my measly 2,000 credits. You should receive something. My family is more than happy to oblige people that are willing to help us out.
Let's continue our game.
Certainly. I believe I have you cornered.
Ah,